the best way to wake up. Good Day Dakota on KX News.
Welcome back to Good Day Dakota, and thank you for joining us.
Amber at the desk with us again. You have some great pictures to show us, I understand.
I do. You know, I love when we get the sunrise pictures while we're on air, and we got this one in from Derek. This was out of Granville, a great picture with some gorgeous colors, and of course Jim Olson giving us a great picture there out of Sawyer. Mostly clear skies for a lot of us this morning. You can see that on the sky cam in Minot. Upper 50s, winds from the southwest at only 9 miles per hour. In fact, that's probably the highest wind speed we have across the state right now. That tells you just how light the winds are. Right now in Bismarck, upper 50s, winds from the west southwest at only 6, and a few clouds have rolled through the Dickinson area. Mid 50s with very light winds, in fact calm winds. Here's your radar and satellite showing a few clouds for the south, a little bit of light rain towards the southwest. In fact, just some sprinkles, and down towards Corson County seeing a little bit of rain. This is the energy that's going to give us a chance for some rain and storms later on this morning in the south, mostly into the 40s and 50s. This morning we did dip into the 40s for Stanley and into Hettinger there, 55 in Harvey, 54 in Rolla, Buffalo, South Dakota in the upper 50s right now. Wind speeds incredibly light. These are going to stay light today, and they will shift and become southerly for the rest of the day today. So our Storm Prediction Center giving us an outlook of only marginal down towards the south. You can see here our South Dakota counties, they're getting a marginal risk. I'm not ruling out a strong storm later on today for our viewing area, though. Some sunshine, especially for the north as we head through the rest of the morning. Those chances for some rain and storms really start to ramp up around Slope and Bowman counties this morning. And it looks like temperatures probably going to stay a little cooler today, mostly into the 70s. We're going to keep the cloud cover kind of suppressing those temperatures, especially in the south. And we'll probably have a better chance to see temperature around 80 in Minot, but the rest of us a lot of mid to upper 70s today. Notice as we head through the rest of the day, the chances for some rain and storms ramp up mostly off towards the west and the north. And then once we get into night, we'll have kind of a brief lull in the action in terms of rain and storms, and then we'll kind of pick back up with the action as we head into Thursday. Cooler temperatures on Thursday, back into the low to mid 70s. In fact, it's going to feel like a spring day out there, and we've got chances for rain for all of us. Heavy rain here for parts of central North Dakota as we head into tomorrow morning, and even throughout the rest of the day, scattered rain chances. The chances for severe weather at this point still very low, and in fact the Storm Prediction Center giving us a marginal risk for the extreme southeastern part of our viewing area. But rain, that is something that we need to talk about, because we are going to start seeing some accumulating rain here, especially in the southwest. For today, we've got possibly a 1/4 of an inch or so, maybe a 1/2 an inch if you find yourself under a storm. It's tomorrow. I'm keeping this in motion, taking it all the way into tomorrow evening, and you can see here some areas getting over an inch of rain, possibly 2 if you find yourself again under one of those storms. We do have a chance to see some heavy downpours. Here's your temperature forecast for today. Later on this afternoon, a lot of 70s, 60s throughout the day, and then we eventually top out into the 70s. 7-day forecast. We have a cool down tomorrow back into the lower to mid 70s, and it looks like we'll have some 80s by Friday. This is your southern 7-day forecast there. Warming up for the weekend. Decent shot at some storms on Sunday, something we're tracking, which is possible severe weather the second half of your weekend.
All right, thank you, Amber, and keep it here when we come back.
Fireworks debris still fills many streets. We have a live report on what goes into cleaning the mess. That's next.
Good Day Dakota on KX News continues.
Welcome back to Good Day Dakota. Thank you for joining us.
A Minot-based neurosurgeon who has been accused of gross sexual imposition has been indicted by a federal grand jury on 7 counts in the case. Dr. Mark Eichler was charged with 2 counts of luring minors by computer last year when investigators claimed he lured 2 13-year-old girls into sexual activities. Eichler pleaded not guilty to the charges early this year, but now the state charges have been dropped and Eichler is facing federal prosecution in the case. The federal indictments say Eichler convinced 2 girls to create images of a sexual nature and send them to him. If convicted on the most serious charges, Eichler faces a minimum sentence of 15 years in prison and a maximum of 30 years. A jury trial has been scheduled in federal court in Bismarck in August.
A man charged with 9 different crimes that could lead to life in prison says he's not guilty of a stabbing at the state pen. Tobias Carrillo Serna is awaiting trial on charges ranging from terrorizing to murder. In Burleigh County, Carrillo Serna said he did not stab a fellow inmate with a handmade shank in December. The incident sent the state pen into a lockdown. He is accused of stabbing a man 17 times with a 10-inch sharp metal rod.
The assault came from his right side. He was stabbed twice in the right side of his chest. He was stabbed 2 more times in the chest and believes one of those punctured his lung. He stated that he then tripped over a weight, fell to the floor on his hands and knees, and was stabbed in the back.
Carrillo Serna is accused of murdering a man and dumping his body under a mattress outside of Williston in January 2014, and numerous incidents in prison have resulted in more charges. In 2014, he was allegedly found with multiple shanks during a jail shakedown. In March 2015, authorities say he attacked an inmate at the Williams County Jail, resulting in 27 staples to the inmate's head. Carrillo Serna could face life in prison if found guilty of his Williston charges. That trial is scheduled for August.
Minot City Manager Lee Staub announced that he'll be stepping down in late August. Staub delivered the announcement in a statement to the City Council Tuesday evening.
Throughout my professional career, I've had to make tough decisions, and this is a very difficult one for me. It is with my utmost respect to the citizens of Minot that I will submit my resignation as a city manager.
He became Minot City Manager in September of 2014. Prior to that, he spent 28 years with the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers. Staub said that changes in his personal life require him to make a regretful and tearful departure from Minot. In his statement, he called his year and a half as city manager a privilege and praised his colleagues.
I have the deepest respect for all those who put themselves in front of the public every day with the only intent to serve the public. I've been privileged to serve with many outstanding persons who have chosen to serve our great nation.
Mayor Chuck Barney responded to the announcement, saying that replacing Staub will be no small task.
These are big shoes to fill, very big shoes to fill. We've made tremendous progress in the 2 years that Mr. Staub's been in our community. And I don't want slip back. I don't want slippage back to what was, or I want to keep pushing forward.
Mayor Barney says the preliminary process of finding a new city manager has begun. Staub's final day as city manager will be August 19th.
And here are the results of today's Twitter poll. We asked the question, what should happen to Hillary Clinton after the FBI report on her private email?
And here's what you guys think. We have allowed to run, disqualified as a candidate, be prosecuted, or I'm over it. And it looks like be prosecuted still in the lead for that as well.
All right, the week of the 4th of July is one of the busiest cleanup weeks for garbage trucks. And if you're wondering how much garbage they pick up, well, here's the answer.
Kaitlyn Wurnig joining us live now. Kaitlyn.
Good morning, Amber and Jim. I'm here once again with Peggy Becker from Armstrong Sanitation. And Peggy, we were talking about how this is the busiest time of the year for you. And you actually said it's busier than what holiday?
Christmas.
Christmas. So a lot of people think that's the busiest, but the 4th of July cleanup is really busy. Now, how much garbage fits in one of your guys' trucks?
We can get 8 ton in one truck if we pack it really good. We have five trucks out this week, and our employees, it's a very demanding job, and our employees have been just great. I have the best employees I think there is. They never complain about this, and it's...
And you said they go to how many houses in 1 week?
We have 10,000, it's about 10,300 homes that we pick up every week in Mandan. And so when you look at that, that's over 40,000 homes in a month. And doing it with 5 guys has been just amazing.
Now, this is what people normally fill up a trash can with. And so this holds quite a bit, but some people on the 4th of July need a bigger one. You've got kind of a little story on this one.
This is a 96-gallon tote that we will furnish to the residents in Mandan. And many times this is not big enough that we have to furnish a larger trash can because there's so much trash.
And some people get really big ones like you said.
Yes, we've had customers that got the big roll-offs.
Well, thanks again, Peggy, for joining us here on Good Day Dakota. We're really glad to have you. And you know what? It's a lot of trash, more than Christmas, so next 4th of July it'll probably be even a lot more. You never know. Back to you guys in the studio, Amber and Jim.
All right, thank you, Kaitlyn. And there has been a lot of trash because so many people were out lighting fireworks in Mandan. I mean, it was the most I think I've ever heard.
Yeah, it was a pretty busy Monday, and it was a hot Monday. We We had a lot of 90s on the map on Monday. It was muggy. Today, not anything like Monday. In fact, we've got some rain chances moving in from the southwest and the west. We've got mostly chances for the south this morning that will spread through the north as we head through the second half of the day. Temperatures today mostly into the 70s and even cooler tomorrow, low to mid 70s. This is your northern 7-day forecast, and we warm up back into the 80s on Friday. Here's your southern 7-day forecast. A little bit of a break there on Friday, and into Saturday for the break for the storms. Decent shot at some storms on Sunday, something we're watching maybe severe. So still several days away.
Yeah, you can tell it's summer. Some severe weather
Yes.
always on the horizon. All right, thank you so much for watching Good Day Dakota.
Coming up next, CBS This Morning right here.